Welcome back inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Just after 5 o'clock local time. On the dot, 5 o'clock local time, actually. Here in Oakville, Ontario. I'm Matthew Carrick in for the JVI Sports Network and the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League as we bring you Whitby Warriors, Mimico Mountaineers. Winner will take first top spot in the East Division, currently held by Whitby. Can we believe that's to be the case? No, pardon me. Whitby sitting with a record of 6-1, Mimico 5-2. The goal differential would be higher as there's a quick shot, and Shanahan in net here at a quick stick goal on the side for Whitby. So allow me to reset there. 6 wins, 1 loss for the Whitby Warriors. Mimico's coming into this game 5-2. So they would have an even record of 6-2. As a hard collision there and going down awkwardly, and we heard a bit of a groan from Parker Pfeiffer as well. So the first penalty of the game coming to Mike McCannell. Was told McCannell wouldn't be playing today, but it's definitely the 15 that has gone off to the blocks and no 15 on the game sheet, so try and sort that out for you. Falling there and getting up slowly is Adam Poitras. Poitras, one of the top scorers here for this team, or he was earlier this afternoon, is only coming in with 7 points, but he goes slowly to the bench. Had a hat trick in the early game. Isaiah Morin-Reeks. A 2-goal effort for him early on this afternoon for Mimico. Now Sean Wesley will jog it in. Now for Robinson. Up top, they continue to work around. Does this power play here for Whitby with 40 seconds left in it. Whitby and Mimico have already both clinched a spot in next week's championship weekend. So it's just a matter of seeding for this game. Liam Ferris headed off here. Ball to the far side. Carter Begley being kept outside. Begley facing the double team. In with 5 seconds left in his shot clock. Ball pops free. And the shot clock does sound with Liam Lamoche trying to pick up. Parker Pfeiffer. Dyson Williams will flip. Back here to Poitras. Again, saw him go off slowly, so good to see him back out there now. Brock Haley with it. Ducking his way in and shooting is Graydon Hogg. And another shot there that Shanahan saves. This is the 18 of Jonathan McConvey, a huge shot. And save made by Brett Dobson. McConvey coming into the day as one of the top point getters in the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. Actually was the top point getter as they go back to the crease again, and all alone this time it's Graydon Hogg. with an early 2-0 lead now for Mimico over Whitby. Scott Reed in against Ryan Haig for this faceoff. And one by Mimico. Played in for Ryan Essensa. Big hit on the far side, and Mimico coming away with possession. Out of the corner, Haig took a huge chop, and there'll be a penalty there as Pfeiffer gets it back. They work to the far side late in the shot clock. Ryan Haig tries to get it through. It does not beat the 30-second count and the slashing call. Coming here to Whitby. It's already with 4 minutes gone in this 15-minute period. Two nothing in favor of Whitby. Pair of early goals on their first 5 shots. Wheeling around. Shot over the top by Finley Thompson. As Whitby will set up and try and kill off some of this minute 30 that's left on the penalty. Down to 5 seconds is their shot clock. Big hit there, popping the ball free. And out of the stick of Owen Boyle. Back for Haig. This is Gareth Haig. Finley Thompson goes off of center, shoots around a screen. Ball loose in the crease. Isaiah Moran-Weeks was right there, but no rebound for him to pick out. On the run is Whitby. It's Parker Pfeiffer who just lets the ball go, and we got another slashing penalty here. This time it's going to come to Mimico as there was a tie-up in front of Devlin Shanahan. McConvey going off for a slash, but here's Mimico. They had one in behind everybody. It was Hudson Thompson. And 4-on-4, Whitby trying to get set up. Bit of hidden ball play. It looks like it was down in the corner. Like Dyson Williams was faking like he had it there for a second. Brock Haley here for Williams. He shoots down the pipe. That's cleanly blocked and picked up. And then the stick check from behind. McCannell goes down, dropping the shoulder and rushing in Hudson Thompson. Turns to the outside and the ball down for Poitras. Kept up top, Brock Haley. Robinson on his left. Back for Williams. Shot comes here from Wesley and kicked aside by Shanahan. Devlin Shanahan, who's been with the Buffalo Bandits the past couple seasons. Draft pick of them. Made his way up as their backup netminder a few times. What a fake and what a goal. Oh my goodness. Brock Strong. But how about the stick up top from, I believe that was Haley. Excuse me, that's not Haley, it's Luke Robinson. On the windup, goes behind his back to fake the massive rip shot. And then the finish from Haley. Absolutely beautiful there from Whitby to go up 3-0. On top here for Cardiff, who picks a corner. Whitby on a roll here. They're up 4-0 early. That time, William Cardiff. Peyton Wallace has help coming off the bench. It's Dyson Williams after the face-off win, and that one hits off the crossbar and goes straight down. Second chance shot from Boyle. That one saved by Shanahan. Third opportunity is Williams. The no-look pass sails off the end boards. Racing in here is Liam Ferris. Tries to go around the block. Ends up going right into the back of Bryce Cordingley. And now Pfeiffer through the middle. Shot ball loose in the crease, trying to dig for it. Was Finley Thompson. And pushed off his spot, so the ball will be given back to Mimico with a fresh 30 seconds. Isaiah Moran-Weeks for Gareth Haig. Goes down in the corner to his brother Ryan, who shoots. Looking 5-hole on Dobson. And Brett Dobson will hang on. Outlet pass in transition. The shot there from Poitras, who was streaking off the bench. That hits off. Sounded like the face mask of Shanahan. But ball recovered here by Whitby. Williams in the corner for Poitras. Back outside, Robinson. He'll flip it for Haley. Late in the shot clock here, Haley for Poitras. And a tie-up in front of Shanahan. A couple players go down as the ball is pushed back and over center with speed. Big collision there as lowering the shoulder was Carter Begley. And it's going to be Scott Reed going off, probably for a hold. As Shanahan's on the bench, extra attacker is Gareth Haig, who shoots and scores. Gareth Haig breaking the ice here for the Mountaineers. With 5 minutes left to go in the period, comes on as the extra attacker on the delayed penalty. And rips it past the netminder. Brett Dobson for a 4-1 lead here for Whitby. Ryan Haig working here at the face-off dot along with Reed. Perhaps a lucky break there for Whitby. as their draw man does not go sit in the box. Here's Carnduff. Back for Wesley, now Keegan Wright. Wesley in the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Up top, hard shot and a goal from Brock Haley. Four-goal lead restored now as it's 5-1 Whitby over top of Mimico. .423 to play in our first period. 13 shots. 5 of them have found the back of the net. Here for the Warriors. But it'll be Mimico picking up. Asenza. Up for Thompson. That's Finley Thompson on the far side. Devin Pfeiffer worked around his screen, but the screen was too aggressive, so ball down, and here's Whitby the other way. There's a stick lying in the face-off circle, and I wonder if it's not somebody's face-off twig. I believe that was the stick of Ryan Haig. As Whitby continues to work around here. Shot and a goal from the near side. Trying to see who it is. I believe Darren Elliott putting the 6th goal on the board here for Whitby. We're all over Mimico here in the first period. Haig with that retrieved face-off twig. Crouching in against Reed one more time. Ball pops free and it is picked up by the Mountaineers. Ryan Asenza. Here for Begley. Carter Begley outside, joining the fray. Finley Thompson. Ball does pop free. Where Ben McDonald of the Warriors picks it up. Sean Wesley. Over to the outside. Hard pass there from Dyson Williams. And a quick stick. Here's Pfeiffer. Moran Weeks trying to make space for McConvey. Ball down, Haig picks up. Players all over him. Goal waved off. And we've got a second penalty calling here, which causes the immediate dead ball. That second penalty happened as the goal was being scored. That would cause the automatic dead ball, is the discussion and explanation from the officials, who are Matt Garrison, Joel Furman, and Mac Abbott. McCannell, Finley Thompson, Moran Weeks down to the crease. No help there. Looking for it, Moran Weeks. Hard pass up for Thompson. Fake low, went high. Will get the reset though. Pfeiffer. No look pass into the crease for Haig. That's Gareth Haig on the crease behind the back. There from Pfeiffer. Moran Weeks. Finley Thompson shot saved by Dobson. Rebound up for grabs. Briefly in the stick there of Kobe Hansor. Enough to start the 8 count, but it won't get very far as Mike McCannell will pick off the pass. 40 seconds gone in the 4-on-3. 5-on-3 is Mike McCannell plays safety valve at center as we near the final 90 seconds of the first period. Ball flipped here to Darren Elliott. Chance for Mimico to get back in here, but Whitby is going to take some time off the penalty clock first. That ball off the boards, Nolan Kenny. Plays up for McCannell. Flip for Finley Thompson. He fakes it back towards the line. Now outside for Pfeiffer. Only 4 Mountaineers on the floor right now as Gareth Haig picks up. Moran Weeks turns and shoots, looking for the top corner on the far side, and just couldn't put it in. Under 10 on the shot clock now. Under a minute to go in the period. Moran Weeks passes to the far side, and Finley Thompson will score with 17 seconds left on the double man advantage. .43 remaining here in the first period. 6-2 on the scoreboard, but 9 saves for Shanahan, 10 for Dobson. Fairly even numbers when you factor in the shots on goal. Here's Haig at the dot, not Reed this time. As it'll still be Mimico ball as Parker Pfeiffer went to the dot. Here's Haig. Gareth Haig to the far side looking for Finley Thompson. We're back to 5-on-5. And the clock stops with 20 seconds left in the first. And I believe Whitby is going to call timeout here. Last time they played, it was Whitby taking the win 10-9. So should Mimico win by more than that 1-goal margin, we would then go into the second tiebreaker as it's head-to-head if 2 teams are tied. Both teams would have a 6-2 loss. If Whitby wins outright, that's easy. They're first, Mimico second, as we head to semifinal Saturday. But with that 10-9 victory, Mimico needs to win by, I think they need to win 11-9. As we go to the goal formula between the 2 teams that are tied. A couple periods to go before we got to start really worrying about the mathematics of it all. 10 on the shot clock. Extra attacker out here for Whitby. One of them tangled up in behind the net. Ball down here as it was passed back to the near side looking for Robinson. Bombed down the floor by Mimico, but not far enough. We'll get the pencils out, and we'll be back to talk to you in about 3 minutes from the red turf at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. You're watching Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action on the JVI Sports Network.
Hey guys, this is Paul Dawson from the Rochester Nighthawks.
And this is Dan Lomas of the New York Riptide. We've come together to create Back of the Bird, sports stories from the best spot they're told, the back of the plane. We're sitting down with NLLers across the league to chat about Junior A, Senior A, NLL, MLL, everything that goes along with it, on the floor, off the floor, and it's presented by Cottage Springs. So Give us a listen wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple, and I swear you'll love it.
Like and subscribe. Peace.
Swipe up.
Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. So doing some quick calculations here, the tiebreakers for two teams. First one is the team that won the greater number of points in games played between the two teams. So if Mimico wins here, we'll have to go to the second one, which is the goal average formula between the two teams tied. So if Mimico wins by a score of 10-9, we'll go to the third one, which will bring in all goals, which right now Mimico has a sizable goals for advantage there and would take the top spot. So Mimico can win by 10-9. Any margin of victory I believe here, just comparing some notes, as we still have a long way. A win by 2 or more, and Mimico should take the top spot. But a win for Mimico will send them to that second tiebreaker. When you factor in all other goals, their goal differential about 10 points higher than that of Whitby right now. But again, a straight up win for Whitby, and they'll take that top spot. Either way, both teams will be back for the semifinal. In opposite semifinals, as you'll cross over, so over in that other division where things really got hairy and confusion over on the Mimico bench. Too many men, and they'll go to the penalty box here. Showing 6-4 in the game on the blue turf. Pat Gregoire calling that on our main channel. Burlington and Oakville. And if you thought the math was hard in this division, how about 3 teams with 4 wins? Oakville sitting 3-4, Branton sitting 5-2. over in that West Division. I'm glad Pat's over there trying to sort it out goal by goal, basically, as Burlington and Oakville come down the stretch. Big one tonight for Brampton. Coming up at 9 p.m. and then a few others in there as well. St. Catharines Six Nations is huge, as the Athletics sitting 4-2, Arrows 4-3. Outside, here's Haig, bouncing around. Played back in front, shot there into the feet of Dobson. Will make the save off Devin Pfeiffer. Back the other way, Scott Reed for Brock Haley. Flip pass here on a hidden ball play. Dyson Williams still had it. Was Luke Robinson faking the shot. Here's Williams, back for Poitras. Down on the crease, ball loose in the crease, and Shanahan pounces on it before Haley could get there. Mimico should take the penalty down here as it's run up by Bryce Cordingley. Cordingley, the flip pass for Begley. Begley lost it there. Just around the restraining line, maybe just outside of it. Allowing Tristan Dempers to regain possession. Williams, far side, couple of big fakes there from Wesley, and the save from Shanahan. Excuse me. Racing off the bench is Haig. Garrett to brother Ryan for the shot, and Dobson the save. Mimico will pick up the rebound, though, and get a fresh 30 seconds. 3.5 gone in the second period. 4-goal lead for Whitby. It was all Warriors in that first period, it seemed. Bryce Cordingley stuffing William Carnduff. Playing back for Poitras. Far side, a couple fakes, looking to return for Dyson Williams. He'll play the errant pass off the glass, and now out of the corner, trying to find a man facing a double team, and Robinson ends up in the crease and without the ball. So here comes Mimico. They call heads up from the bench as down goes Jonathan McConvey, and player right on top of him. Him and Parker Pfeiffer went down awkwardly, but both do get up. McConvey running into the pile here, and McConvey went in with a purpose. As now we've got a few extra bodies arriving on scene. Finley Thompson there to keep his Mountaineer teammates out of the fray. And all of that amounted to nothing. Nolan Kenny racing in with the stick high and deflected away from Wesley. Otherwise, he had a clean break. Owen Boyle outside now. Shot here from Darren Elliott, and a back-in call coming against Mimico, and trying to pass the ball. To Poitras, I believe, was Aiden McDonnell, and he'll head off here on a delay game. In fairness, we have seen zero tolerance for that rule here in the OJLL season. And it's been consistent throughout the board. Here's Williams. This now the 8th game that some of these teams are playing. As Williams heads up there, Joel Furman, and heads up in the stands as well, as that comes in hot and heavy. Bryce Cordingley here for Mimico. Of course, Troy Cordingley, the new face on the bench for the Mountaineers since the last time they took to the turf. Opening the door for some new faces on the side of the Oakville Buzz, including Joel Johnson and Will Peschenik. David Brock joining them, and Kyle Imrie. Oakville in action right now on the other turf, along with the Burlington Chiefs. In a game with playoff implications in that West Division. Pat Gregoire with the call. Ball to the outside here, shot around a screen. And Pfeiffer, the ball rolls into the corner. Mimico will get it back though. Haig. It's the second penalty that Gareth Haig is going to draw here as he rags that ball a couple times. And Mimico back to the power play. Here's Dyson Williams. Moran Weeks. Playing back here, 7 minutes left. As Whitby now gets set up. Luke Robinson. Hard shot from outside. Owen Boyle off the glass. As picked up here, Hudson Thompson will send for Haig. Gareth Haig across the restraining line. Devin Pfeiffer walking in. 6.5 minutes left to go. Low shot there from Finley Thompson. Off the end boards as Begley. Ball will bypass him. Loose ball still up for grabs as Poitras gets it. Shot there. Goes up and out of play. Did not hit Shanahan, so it will be Mimico ball as Ferris comes along with it. Want to send our hellos to Mimico faithful watching at Dakotas, as they have been every game. We hope the Dinner is great. As this shot goes into the corner, not a great possession there for Mimico as Limoges picked that up just before the siren and all the way down floor. Quick shot there, Shanahan jumps on the rebound as Brock Haley was in tight. Curtis Buckta. What a tournament Buckta's had. Now Moran Weeks. Pass to the near side. Pfeiffer. Shot here, Dobson down. And heading off is Ben McDonnell. With just about 5 minutes left and an offense that started last weekend absolutely blistering hot, only 2 goals so far. We'll see what Mimico can do here on the power play. Of course, we've been told a number of them not playing in this game. As here's Finley Thompson, Moran Weeks. We would normally see the likes of McConvey, Peyton Cormier. Over on that left-hand side, Peshko. As diving here, Moran Weeks. In the direction of the goaltender and landed in the red, so we pushed up for Kobe Hanzor. Dyson Williams keeping outside, he takes a whack. Played back for Boyle. Owen Boyle. Diving at the crease, ball in the back of the net, but the crease violation called there. Remember, OLA rule on the crease dive, feet have to stay out. As this will be played down in the corner for Moran Weeks. 45 seconds left here in the power play. And Whitby going off again. I think they've got 2. Double high stick coming here against Whitby. On the same player, pardon me, and 42 seconds remaining in the first penalty. And now back-to-back high sticks as they work down on the crease. Quick shot there from Haig. Rebound for Dobson. It'll be a swim move here. We're about 5 seconds out of the 8 as Mimico tried to get the Whitby player back over, stumbling at the bench, still took the hit. Now 5 players looking for the loose ball as it's going to pop free. And there for, pardon me, Ferris. Haig. Finley Thompson, first penalty's over. Down on the crease. They try to go for Pfeiffer, and the loose ball here with 5 on the clock is one of the Warrior Mountaineers players falls, Gareth Haig didn't realize how much was on the shot clock because he tried to get it back for Moran Weeks. First minute gone in the double minor. Two and a half to go here in the period. Shots nearly even now, 22 for Whitby, 21 for Mimico as they keep firing them on, but still can't do anything. Rebound picked up here by Hudson Thompson. Down the floor, McConvey the shot. And he'll score to get one here for Mimico in the first half of the double minor. from his wrong side. As early movement there from the Mountaineers. We'll give it here to Whitby with 2 minutes left. 3-goal deficit. I believe that's the only goal in the period so far, just the one from credited Hudson Thompson, but was sure that was McConvey. Well, shouldn't say sure, was told he was, not playing, but definitely his jersey scoring that goal. Next time I play, I'm wearing 18 if that's the case. Quick stick there for Moran Weeks as it comes back for Haig. Up top, Finley Thompson, no reset there, so we're down to 5. The shot goes off the end boards. Played back here for Whitby. William Carnduff jogging up past the restraining line as we hit the final minute of play here in the period. Caden Noseworthy wearing the number 21, normally reserved for Jonathan Peshko, as Williams cuts in and in the crease with 30 seconds left here in the penalty. Down for Gareth Haig. Shot, and Dobson will stand his ground. Quickly pushing for Parker Pfeiffer. And the bench of Whitby says everyone wants to kill the clock here, as there's 6 seconds extra on the game clock than there is on the now 10-second shot clock. Up for Brock Haley. Haley running out of time and space. Touches in the crease, and Mimico will call timeout here with 7 seconds on the clock, and presumably Shanahan coming to the bench. A reminder of the games still to come. Peterborough, Toronto to finish out their seasons. And then St. Catharines, Six Nations over on the blue side. What a huge matchup that could be. And again, in that stacked West Division, and then Kitchener-Waterloo at the bottom of that division, winless in the tournament so far, but looking to play spoiler and take top spot away from Brampton. Here's Isaiah Moran Weeks outside of the timeout with the extra attacker on. Rushing his way in, they go to the far side for Haig. The shot comes, and Dobson makes the save right at the horn. So Mimico gets one back, but that's it, as they still trail by 3. Whitby riding that big first period to a 6-3 lead here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. We'll be back with the third period here of Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action.
Mark it on your calendar. Saturday, December the 4th will be a historic night, Rock City. Wednesday at 10 a.m., tickets go on sale for the Rock home opener against the Albany Firewolves at Hamilton's First Ontario Centre on Saturday, December the 4th. The return of the Toronto Rock is near, and the time to lock in your seats to the home opener is just days away. Visit Ticketmaster.ca or TorontoRock.com to purchase. It's the home opener, the Firewolves and the Rock. Saturday, December the 4th at First Ontario Centre in Hamilton. Get your tickets Wednesday. Your seat in Rock City awaits.
Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. Should be a good third here on tap for you between Whitby and Mimico. 15 on the clock. Only the one goal scored in that period by Mimico to get back within 3. After the huge first period from Whitby. Haig and Reed at the face-off dot again. Reed trying to drag it back to himself. Gets knocked down. And a penalty coming here to Mimico. Scott Reed dropped, and 2 for interference. It's Ryan Asenza. So the power play here for Whitby. With Wesley up top and Williams. Playing back, quick stick looking for Poitras. And not there, as it'll be pushed ahead by Zach Young. That was enough to reset the shot clock, but now a big tie-up. And a shot and a goal there for Whitby. Sorry. Fight breaking out on the other side. So unfortunately, I missed the 7-4 goal for Whitby, but you can go check it out on the archives after. Has some spice to the game over there in Oakville. Featuring Oakville, and Burlington. Adam Cromer, the only NLL commitment on this Whitby Warrior team so far. Don't expect that to be the same for much longer, however. 399s including Cromer and Ryan Barnable, Keegan White, Darren Elliott. And a check from behind call here against Mimico. So just after they get scored on the power play. Mimico taking another 4 here. There's a big pileup in on the crease. And Aiden McDonnell with 4 minutes on the board, so a chance to pull away and maybe put an exclamation mark here, celebrating the goal on the far side was Owen Boyle. One problem, it was in the stick of Shanahan. Hidden ball play here. It's in the stick of Haley. Wesley faked like he had it, and now they pass amongst each other anyways. Wesley up top. Down low is Williams this time, as that shot hard off the end boards. Haley going after it. He will pick up the loose ball and shoots through the legs of Shanahan. With only 51 seconds gone in the first power play, first half of that double minor, Whitby will remain on the man advantage. With 12:47 left. It's looking increasingly more likely that Whitby will have that top seed as they go into the championship weekend next week. Ring around the rosy here between Haig and Reed. Neither of them get it. It will be pulled out though by Taguri. That's Aaron Taguri. Flipping it back for Gareth Haig. Haig to the outside in the corner. Takes the shot on the run, landed in the crease. Thought he may go airborne, but went for the tap dance move instead. And we've played 3 minutes here in the third. All of that was on the 8-second count of Whitby. Finley Thompson wants the quick restart. Down for Begley. And Haig off his shoulder pads. And up at a play, he looks into the stick as if it betrayed him. This shot off the post. 3 players leaving the crease there of Shanahan. Devin Pfeiffer running down the far side to be played off the glass. For Ryan Haig as he recovers, it's a fresh 30 seconds. As now Pfeiffer up top. And Haig. 30 seconds remaining in the Mimico penalty. Save made by Dobson. Too far there for Moran Weeks. Played back for Pfeiffer. Devin Pfeiffer, double team coming. He gets taken down, but that will do it for pretty much all of this power play, which now expires, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Williams crosses center. Williams still has it as he plays hidden ball there with Darren Elliott. Mountaineers were all over it, however. Digging for it along the boards too much from the Mountaineers, so Whitby will get reset. Brock Haley out through the middle, a couple fakes and a nice goal from Dyson Williams in on the crease. Stretching the lead up to 9-3 now for the Warriors. Haig and, Parker Pfeiffer down for this face-off now. It's Pfeiffer. Near side, Poitras and Wesley. Pick is coming there, and it ends up being a hip check from Robinson. So Mountaineers will have the ball. Hudson Thompson. Flip pass that works its way back up for Haig. Gareth Haig takes it to the crease. Shot there, and the rebound up for grabs, picked up by Whitby. Haig with Wallace on him. Lost it momentarily, but now Gareth Haig gets it back. He has drawn another penalty for the third time in this game. Rag skills for days from Gareth Haig, and he's drawn his third penalty of the game. As he comes out head hung, he looks absolutely exhausted. Face mask up around his nose. As Whitby going back to the penalty box. And it will be Darren Elliott. Go time here for Mimico. Down 6 with 9 on the clock. Plenty of time to put a run together. Can they do it without most of their high-powered offense? Finley Thompson gives his best try as Isaiah Moran-Weeks taken down. He gives an extra shot from the ground. And that'll even up the numbers here. Not exactly what I meant when I said go time, but go to the box. Will Moran-Weeks. With under 9 to play. We'll get some 4-on-4. Williams starts it to the outside. Poitras there, back for Wesley. And through the crease, the Whitby forward. So Hudson Thompson will start the counterattack. Nearly too far behind Devin Pfeiffer. But Thompson for Ryan Haig. He was hit as he was shooting, so that shot goes wide. Collision there, and looks like Scott Reed wants to drop the gloves. He was asking Ryan Asenza if he wanted to go, as Asenza hit him up high at center. Arms went high from the officials immediately, as now Ryan Haig also gonna head off. Or is Ryan Haig being asked to leave here? It was kind of a clip on the way by. I thought it was Essensa. Then Haig got unsportsmanlike. believe it was Ryan Haig that got unsportsmanlike and the game on top of that, the 10 and the goodbye. They had signaled too many men, and then they signaled a 5. They'll have to kind of wait for it to come up here, I guess. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 5-minute charging penalty. Charge to Ryan Asenza. And Ryan Haig 2 and a 10 for unsportsmanlike conduct. With 8 minutes left in the 10th goal. Another one that I was looking down for, I apologize. But trying to sort out the penalties there, the multiple penalties. As the officials now try and sort out who goes out of the box, but the wheel's starting to fall off for Mimico here in this game. And I believe safe to call it a first seed in the East Division for the Whitby Warriors here in the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season. Again, still some time to be played here, but halfway through. Not the spirited effort we're used to seeing from this Mountaineer squad, playing shorthanded tonight of their own accord, something they did a couple years ago for the OLA final series prior to their appearance in the Minto Cup, which tough for them to rebound from once they appeared in the national championship as well against Six Nations in Brampton in 2016, I believe. 17, excuse me. We'll see how they respond next weekend. Williams, the shot from down low, as we've got a change in goal as well. Riley O'Callahan coming on in relief of Devlin Shanahan. Here, so perhaps the proverbial white flag, if it wasn't waved before the game, now being offered by DJ Cleveley. Ball rolled across, a quick peek at the clock for Scott Reed. Shows 22 seconds left of 5-on-3 in favor here of Whitby. And just over 6 minutes left in regulation. Long shot here off the foot of O'Callahan. Darren Elliott taking that one. As Gareth Haig gets ready to get back on the floor, serving his brother's 2-minute unsportsmanlike penalty. Aaron Toguri running away from traffic, pushing all the way up for Ferris. And now Carter Begley. Bounce pass there from Thompson. And this will be airmailed up into the screen with 1 second left in the shot clock. 5.5 to play in regulation, and since that little scrum in the last couple Whitby goals, the pace has kind of slowed right down here. As Williams passing there for Haley, they bypass him for Wesley. Williams back with it, 5 in the shot clock. O'Callahan stands in, he'll make the save. But the rebound picked out of the stick of Nolan Kenny. And an extra possession here. It looks like it's on the near side. They tried the double reverse to Williams. Goaltender change in behind. That's what the stick taps are for. Mimico thought they were pulling the goalie for the extra attacker, but Liam Wright now in net as both goaltenders in. Oh, trying the dunk shot O'Callahan wasn't sure where it was. Neither was the defender who was standing with him. And Wesley nearly put it in. Here's Peyton Wallace, a hard shot. And O'Callahan will stand in and make that save. Here comes Wallace. A swim move and then turned and got filled in. Excuse me, that was Bryce Cordingley filled in by Wallace. He heads to the bench and just absorbed all of that hard check. Under 4 to play here in the period. Moran Weeks. No room to shoot as he ate a number of slashes. Still gonna try and get one off though. The twist right on the crease, well falling. But the hands from Isaiah Moran Weeks. Another multiple hidden ball routine here for the Warriors as Williams kept the entire time. They go to Haley up top. Cross crease trying to get O'Callahan moving. They do just that and he still comes up with the save. As now Aaron Toguri runs up over center. Looking for help, Ferris. On a bounce for Pfeiffer. Over to the outside, Finley Thompson drops his shoulder. Hard shot here. And the first real test there for Liam Wright since coming on for Dobson. Not sure what that hit. If it hit the player, he could have been on the bench, but play continues here. With Gareth Haig trying to pass to the far side, cleanly intercepted by Will Cardiff. Cardiff will bounce it up to Owen Boyle. Coming off the bench, Kobe Hanser. And Darren Elliott. Working far side, spinning back, Owen Boyle. That shot there. Heard the shot clock go off behind me and thought it was ours, but now the siren does indeed go. As running it up is Devin Pfeiffer. Hit on the far side on Thompson. Pfeiffer still with it. Over to the near side. No room to shoot for Asenza. Trying the dunk shot there and flying in on Finley Thompson was Peyton Wallace, who torpedoed in. Wallace, excuse me, Thompson rather, gives a bit of a wave and they'll get a roughing call here. Against Peyton Wallace. Mimico just one goal coming in that second period. The only score they've made since the deuce they put up in that first, as Moran Weeks, a chance here to get one before the end of play. If not, they'll be on the man advantage the rest of the way. As there's a shot and a reset. Final minute now with Gareth Haig. Big fake to the far side, Haig with it again. And covering up is Liam Wright. Looks at the clock, under a minute left to go, as they'll move it up to Kobe Hanser. Calling for it off the bench, Cardiff. Ball to the far side. Stopping, Owen Boyle turns back. No room as Aiden McDonnell's on him. Hard shot coming there, and Callahan able to make the save. Liam Ferris. He'll flip the ball to Asenza. Down to 10 in the game. Not really going to matter much as both of these two will be back for semifinal Sunday to face the top two teams in the other division. And some games to decide that, as Brampton has led the way pretty much the entire way, but Burlington, St. Catharines, Oakville, Six Nations all might have something to say about that as well. Game's still going on over on the blue side. If you want to flip over there on our main channel, Pat Gregoire will have the call the rest of the way. Otherwise, our next game, Peterborough and Toronto here on the red floor, and a huge game in the West Division, St. Catharines, Six Nations on Channel 1 on the blue side. On behalf of the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League and our JVI Sports Network crew, I'm Matthew Carrick. Hoping you all stay with us for our 7 p.m. game. Comes your way in about 43 minutes time. We'll talk to you then.